Hello my darlings and welcome. Let's make a spell candle themed to the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Ruled by the planet Pluto, Scorpio are known for passion and intensity. Often driven and determined, Scorpios can be very persuasive and influential. Let's do some magical crafting. This video is part of a series where I create 12 different zodiac sign spell candles and talk about the magical properties of the ingredients in each one. Candles are used in all kinds of magic and ritual, witchcraft, conjure, ceremonial magic, root work, and folk practices. Craft your candles to align with your magical goals by adding oils, herbs, gemstones, colors, or symbols. Most importantly, as you create your candle, infuse it with your intention. If your traditions call for it, you may wish to bless your candle, chant or speak words while creating it, invoke a deity, or pray over it. I begin by weighing out my soy wax flakes and melting them over a very low heat. I've created a Book of Shadows page for this spell candle recipe. It explains the magical correspondences of the colors, the herbs, and the crystals in this candle. If you'd like to download a PDF of this grimoire page, you can visit Magical Crafting on Patreon at the link below the video. My patrons can download recipes, Book of Shadows pages, artwork, and more, all provided as PDFs. Melt your wax slowly over a low heat and do not boil or burn your wax. If you see any smoke, your wax is burning. Turn the heat down. As the wax begins to melt, this is the perfect time to add your energy and intention as you stir the liquid. When making your candle, incorporate the ingredients you have on hand. You don't have to use all the ingredients I show in this video. As always, my tutorial should only be a starting point for you to develop your own craft. Once the wax is completely melted, it's time to add the ingredients into the liquid. Make sure you turn the heat off before adding anything into the wax. I will be adding 3 herbs into my wax and a 4th one on top of the finished candle. I chose these ingredients because they're magically correspondent to the zodiac sign of Scorpio. The first ingredient is ground ginger. Ginger is associated with warm and stimulating energy, making it suitable for invigorating spells and rituals. Use ginger in love drawing magic or in spells related to bringing courage and confidence. The next ingredient is blessed thistle. Blessed thistle has strong protective qualities. It's a holy herb that counters negative magical energy and removes hexes. This herb is thought to bestow spiritual, physical, and financial blessings. Use blessed thistle in magic for setting boundaries and creating safe places and for personal safety. The next ingredient is nettle. Nettle is commonly used in folk magic for creating protective barriers. Nettle is also associated with vitality and well-being. Use nettle-infused oils or teas to promote physical and emotional healing. This herb is believed to strengthen the body and enhance energy levels. Its energy aligns with personal empowerment, protection, and transformation. Some other options for herbs and flowers that correspond to Scorpio are marigold, chrysanthemum, geranium, basil, sage, catnip, hemlock, wormwood, and ginseng. You may wish to add an essential oil or a perfume oil to scent your candle. This is optional. You may wish to leave your candles unscented for many reasons, including potential allergies. I'm using ginger essential oil. This will bring the magical qualities of the spice into the candle and into my home. Once you've included the ingredients you want inside the candle, it's time to add a color. I'm using a color that corresponds to the sign. For Scorpio, I'm using burgundy. Other colors that correspond to Scorpio are black, gray, and crimson. Burgundy, a deep dark red with hints of purple, carries a myriad of magical correspondences. It's often associated with power, passion, and transformation. It symbolizes the element of fire, making it ideal for spells related to energy, strength, and courage. Make sure to add enough dye to the wax to make the liquid appear darker than the final color you want. The wax will lighten as it cools, which will lighten the colorant you've added. Next, it's time to pour the wax into the container. Make sure that you use a fire-safe container and never use plastic or anything flammable. I've chosen a jar that has a wide opening so that I can add glitter and gemstones to the top of the candle. It's easy to fill and not likely to tip over when lit for fire safety. I'm putting a small piece of double-sided tape on the bottom of my candle wick to stick it to the jar. I'm using 2 chopsticks, one on each side of the wick, and a binder clip to ensure that the wick stays centered in the jar and to create a straight up and down wick that will not droop. You can also tie the wick to a chopstick or skewer, or use a clothespin to hold the wick. Whatever you have at home that works with your container. Then slowly and carefully pour the wax in and scoop in any of the ingredients that have settled to the bottom. Leave your candle to cool and for the wax to firm up. The wax in my 5-ounce candle becomes somewhat firm in about 1 hour. The amount of time will vary depending on the size of your candle. Once the wax is cooled, you can add ingredients to the top of the candle. I like to use a heat tool to melt a little bit of the surface wax to adhere glitter and gemstones to the top. I love to add glitter to all of my crafts. I'm sprinkling some ruby red glitter on the top of this candle. I'm also adding carnelian gemstones to the top. Carnelian enhances courage, vitality, and creativity. It also promotes motivation and determination, making it a stone often used for achieving goals and manifesting desires. Carnelian is thought to enhance passion in one's life, both in love and in creative pursuits. And the final herb is coriander. Also called cilantro, coriander and its seeds are used for love, lust, and sex magic. Coriander also aids in divination and spirit communication. It increases mental clarity and strengthens third eye awareness. I'm adding these seeds to the outside edge of the candle so they don't get too close to the wick and burn in the flame. A candle created magically in your sacred space and with great intention can bring extra power and purpose to your magic. There are many ways to use your spell candle. Specifically, I will use mine in a new moon ritual on the new moon in Scorpio. If your sun sign is Scorpio, burn this candle to invoke the natural gifts you possess. Light this candle on your birthday to amplify the best qualities of your sun sign. This candle can be used by anyone to amplify all magical work done during Scorpio season, or to embrace Scorpio energy. In particular, it would be useful in magical workings relating to themes such as death, rebirth, other people's money and resources, sexual intimacy, and deep emotional bonds. Focus energy towards visualizing your goal happening as you light your candle and as it burns. When the candle has completely burned through, you may wish to remove the gemstones, which are now supercharged with the energy of your intention. Keep them and use them in further magical workings, or give them back to the earth.